So, good morning, everybody. My name is Asmae JAOUHARI. I'm a PhD student in the High School of Technology of Sidi Mohammed bin Abdullah University in the Laboratory of Technologies and Industrial Services. And today I would like to present about process innovation via IoT technology, lean practice, and green supply chains within the first International Conference on Physical and Engineering Sciences. So first, I'm going to tell you why we need to know about the importance of this implementation by following this plan. So we start with a general introduction, then the theoretical framework that will help us to structure our study, and next we have the methodology used in our study. Then we will discuss our results, and finally there is the conclusion. So supply chains are still the driving force behind economic growth, yet better financial performance is no longer enough to adapt to several tremendous challenges and problems. Stakeholders around the world are re-engineering their processes and reconsidering the traditional method of doing businesses. Global competitiveness, a lack of adaptation, and a late entry into the market are all factors that affect supply chain management uncertainties. The Internet of Things technology solves these problems and dramatically transforms the supply chain businesses. For example, tracking the consignment's location and vehicle velocity using IoT devices to have real-time information and remotely monitor the quality of a piece of machinery. The use of IoT enhances the communication between supply chain stakeholders by enhancing greater interoperability and improving decision-making. Lean and green manufacturing is emerging as a viable option in this setting. According to previous research, combining these patterns can help achieve better operational and environmental performance in a hyper-competitive context. So the lean concept means a sequence of operations or resolutions to eliminate waste, lower non-value added processes, and enhance the value added. The just-in-time and zero inventory strategies can help businesses to achieve lean production in today's production systems. Lean principles are essential for gaining competitive advantages. According to academic researchers, 80% of manufacturing companies embrace lean manufacturing principles and earn competitive advantages. Green supply chain refers to a holistic approach to sustainability in supply chain, including green material handling and procurement, green architecture, green processing, green delivery, green marketing, and green product end-of-life management. Since the connected environmental implications affects the whole supply chain, researchers should assess the interaction degree between lean manufacturing and the environment. So nowadays, supply chains are becoming green supply chains as a result of international legislation and government regulations which impose limitation and enforce strict green monitoring procedures across the value chain. So supply chain management is critical for operations and has a significant impact on cost, economics, and time. Processes, infrastructure, and systems for managing the information flow, material and services from supplier to end customer are part of supply chain management activities. IoT, Industry 4.0, and robotics are examples of technological advancements that enhance the accuracy of operation both within and between supply chain stakeholders. Sourcing, warehousing, procurement, demand management, transportation, logistics, and general supply chain tasks can benefit from IoT capabilities. The use of IoT in the industry is fast growing. In recent years, academics and practitioners have done much IoT research and developments. Furthermore, to improve digital revenue, stakeholders and decision makers have to implement solutions to upgrade supply chains with IoT. Furthermore, businesses are going toward technology innovation to provide cost-effective equipment, real-time business connectivity, and cross-border collaboration. So to achieve that goal, we create research hypotheses for the direct relationships depicted in framework based on the aforementioned literature review, organizational practices, environmental practices, lean management practices, financial performance, supply chain management performance, IoT, and green supply chain management are the 7 elements that make up this. So it's for nothing that IoT is a mediator between green supply chain management and other 5 factors, that is organizational practices, environmental practices, lean management practices, financial performance, and supply chain management performance. So to test our research hypothesis, we choose structural equation modeling over other methods because of the complex relationships among lean, green supply chain, and performance metrics. So for a number of reasons, we selected structural equation modeling to test our research hypothesis. First, structural equation modeling is a components-based estimation algorithm that aims to predict the relationships between constructs and provides their scores at the original scale. Second, structural equation modeling does not require any distributional assumption on the data, in contrast to a maximum likelihood covariance-based approach. In fact, the items in our study are not normally distributed. Thus, a maximum likelihood covariance-based approach would be inappropriate. Finally, structural equation modeling provides less biased estimates than other approaches at sample sizes lower than 200 observations, while achieving the same power above 200 observations. Our empirical results show that lean has a positive impact on green supply chain management. Thus, it enlarges the firm's attitudes towards collaboration on environmental programs and joint green initiatives. At the same time, lean supplies a certain willingness to reduce waste and better utilize available resources. This attitude leads to an improvement of environmental performance. So our results demonstrate that lean is a powerful tool for improving green supply chain management and sustainability practices. So when companies achieve greater levels of lean, they notify their business partners that they have implemented many practices to reduce waste and enhance their operations to better serve their customers. As a result, they demonstrate their readiness to devote resources to improve operations. So in this study, we investigate the influence of process innovation policies on the link among green supply chain management, lean, and performance using IoT. Operational, ecological, and economic performance are the 3 types of performance discussed in this paper. Green supply chain management, on the other hand, always makes a positive impact on performance in the low and long term. Those businesses that want to improve their financial, operational, and ecological performance should always develop green supply chain management practices. Better ecological results equate to improved functioning performance in the long term and improved financial long-term outcomes, as better practices always result in more sales and profits. Sustainable design and lean management in reality necessitate significant upfront investments and have considerable cost repercussions. Managers should consider their IoT investments carefully, as process innovation can improve the interconnectivity between green supply chain management, lean, and effectiveness. Our results imply that IoT-driven processes innovation has a more significant impact on the manufacturing performance link and the economical innovation performance. And thank you for your attention.
تمشي مثلا تمشي لتمارة، تمشي لفهمتي كيفاش تمشي لمكناس، هي المكناس اصاحبي.